Welcome back, guys. G.I.A Automotive. I'm inside my Mercedes tonight, and basically what I'm doing today is I'm repairing this this panel. It was already broken when I started working on this car. So basically, quick rundown on the history. When I bought this car, the speakers on the back were totally ripped. They were tore up, and every time I turned up the radio, you would hear a ripping sound. Real bad sound. So the kid I got this car from, him or his friends, they opened this up. They peeled away the cover to the speakers, thinking they can get to the speakers, remove them. You're able to get to them, but you're not able to remove them like that. The only way to remove them from here is if you cut up the circle wider, and you'll see one of those Phillips right there. And then you can get the speaker out, but then you'll have a bigger hole. So I didn't want to do that, and I went ahead and removed it properly the way you're supposed to, and that was by removing both sides where the lights, the reader lights are. And this side was already broken, and it was siliconed up. Somebody had threw some silicone on there and pushed it back on there and held it up. But when it was time to remove this panel here, that had to come out, and that's when all the discoveries were occurred by noticing what was underneath it. You don't find out what's gonna happen until you go ahead and start taking stuff apart. So anyways, to remove this panel, to get the speakers out, you need to remove the tray for the first aid kit. You need to remove the back seats, the bottom part and the back part. And the back part doesn't have to be removed completely, just pulled out of the way from the back. You're gonna leave attached the vacuum lines and all the wiring for the headrests, the power headrests. And then on each corner over here, right here, after you remove this, right in between here, there's a small little Phillips head to remove this panel, and it's on the opposite side, on the passenger side too. You need to remove that little Phillips head to remove the panel for to access the speakers. And this was already broken. This didn't even exist. I got this from the junkyard from a different car. But this third brake light will need to be removed also. And most of the time the plastic on here are so brittle that they break. I had the same thing happen at the junkyard's car. I had 3 different cars. There was 3 different styles of the w140, and each one, the plastic's so brittle they break. On the bottom there's a little plastic housing that you slide the whole third light, you slide it on, and it's broken over there. So this here is one whole piece from a different w140, and I got it. But at the other junkyard car, like I said, there's a bottom portion to it here that always breaks. You guys can comment below and tell me if there's a secret or a trick that I'm missing, because it happened on all 3 of them. But anyhow, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. W140 fans, Mercedes Benz S-Class fans. Let's help each other out, and comment below for everyone else that is looking for information on these cars, so we can chime in and give our inputs on our personal experiences on owning these beautiful cars that everybody that has owned them fall in love with them and takes care of them. This was a total opposite in my scenario with this kid. He had the speakers, he was trying to wire them up, and it didn't work out for him. He left it alone after he seen all the work in this, and it was not it's very tedious to have to take this out. 100%, it was a pain in the neck. And underneath this panel there's the wiring for the rear defroster. It's on the corner underneath with some insulation. Be very careful when you pull this up. Don't just yank it out. Watch out and check on the bottom. There's gonna be a plug to remove the rear defroster. All this here, the center, all this right here needs to come out. 8mm and 10mm, and later on I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do to repair all these things. I went and got the Bose speakers out of that W140 at the junkyard and slid those back down there and buttoned everything back up and put everything back. So that side was not broken. This piece was nice. It wasn't broken. You're also gonna need to remove the weather strip here to gain access to this right here. There's another bolt underneath there, and you'll be able to get your speakers swapped out, upgraded, or whatever. I'm gonna be making another video on this to diagnose the issue on these backrests, these headrests. They're supposed to power down and give me more visibility on the back. So I'm gonna be making another video for that one. And today I just wanted to make a video on this panel here, what I've done to it to repair it and put it back up there. It used to be totally hanging, hitting here. It was just laying here. It looked very bad. And this side here was just hanging too. I just fixed it now. So what you want to get yourself is this 3M yellow super weather strip and gasket adhesive. It's made by 3M, a very good company that makes very good products that hold up to what they say they do. This here, we use it for everything that you can think of, like the weather strips here, for example, the rubber weather strips. When they come off and you're constantly having to put them back in, put a little bit of this and put a little bead, a whole strip inside the lip where it meets the metal, and push that down nice and firm and hold it down there. Especially if it's on a nice hot day, that'll really stick to that metal and not come off. So anyways, that's what I did today. This is what I did yesterday, and today I continued on here to finish off this this little patch and procedure repair job that I'm doing. And let me just show you these plastic pieces behind this nice velvet material that Benz put in here. Is held on by these little plastic things. That this car is about 30 years old, and maybe that has a lot to do with it cracking, but a lot of it is just manhandling it the wrong way, and that's what I think happened. So this is supposed to go here like this. That's where it meets, This is the old silicone somebody did here, and I can see actually layers under here. I'm not gonna peel nothing back, but I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna put a little bead of this glue and put it along the back side here, nice and even. Have a tissue ready to wipe down the excess that will squeeze out when you push. But really, you try not to put any that will squeeze out, because you don't want to be wiping nothing out on this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it in stages. First, I'm gonna put this part here. I'm gonna put it there, lock it down, let that dry. Then it'll be one less piece to manhandle. And then once that dries, I'm gonna put this one here. Before I put it, I'm gonna fold it nice and make it look as nice as I can get it. And then I'll pop that light back in. But let me see if, stay tuned. Hold on a second, let me get this going. I'll show you guys what's gonna happen with this. All right, I'm back. So I just glued up the top part, held it down. I got the heater in here on at full blast, and it's holding up very firm. The last thing's gonna be this thing here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to glue that up in there too. And wait, it might not have to. Let me see. That'll be to the end, because this is gonna pull a little weight on here, and it kind of feels like it'll snap in there. And if it does, I'll leave it in there like that. If it doesn't, I'll put a little bead of glue around, just so lightly around the trim, just a little square, and hold that up there like that. It'll hold up. So the last stage will be this corner here, and once again I will fold it. I'm gonna fold it a certain way, use a little pick, and once I got my glue set in place, however I tuck it around and push into it is how it's gonna be. So I gotta try to get it as perfect as I can get it, stretch it and tuck it and fold it all at once, and try to get this nice and neat. But man, it really looked bad from what it was before. It was just hanging there, and I needed to do something about it, and it was like that for about a couple of months now. And every time I had free time, I just didn't want to do it. I had other things I'd rather do, and I figure I'm not looking back here, but today I decided to do it. And also I'm gonna do the antenna on this car too. I'll show you guys how to do that one. But yeah, there you have it. I'll show you guys the end result on my next video, where I'll be doing something totally different, a different repair, but I'll quickly mention and show you that. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe to my channel. W140 videos coming up, S-Class videos, 300 SE, 300 S20. A lot of these Mercedes have a lot of similar repairs, and then for the V8s there's totally different as far as the engine work, but suspension, brakes, everything else, a lot of things are very similar. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one.